Hi, my beautiful people. Welcome back to Diana Focus on Now, hashtag Real Talk. I'm super excited that you are here with me right now. Today, we're gonna talk about very, very interesting things that happened to me in the past 2 weeks ish. And it's kind of going into purpose. What is your purpose in life? And I feel like this is very vague-ish, grayish zone. So I kind of wanted to touch on some things that might help you know what is your purpose and get you a little bit more clear on what your purpose is. Okay, so first of all, let's define what is purpose. So, what is purpose? Purpose is something, it's not like getting a job. That's a goal. Maybe that's a dream, but that's not your purpose. Your purpose is not to work 24/7. Your purpose is not to whatever, right? So your purpose is bigger than your job, bigger than your skills, bigger than any goals or dreams. There has kind of like it's kind of like those three-ish things underneath the purpose area, okay? So it's very important to understand because you're like, oh, I want this, and you have set goal setting that I have another video about that if you want to check that out. um, so it's like you want this and you want that and you want an apartment, but you want this job, and you want this kind of income, whatever it might be. These are kind of like pillars, let's say them like that, right? But then in the bigger purpose is like, what is your bigger purpose? Is your purpose to serve people? Is your purpose to talk like what I'm doing right now, talk to you guys and actually help people go through that journey to actually getting that dream goal or dream life that they want? Okay. So what is that purpose? Okay. And this goes way deeper. Okay. So when you have a goal, I have a goal setting thing, but when you have a goal, when you look at all your goals, so if you don't have all your goals, go to the real talk about goals, or I think there's another video about goal setting, how to goal setting that fits you. And I know there's many things that they say like, oh, you should do this and you should do that. It's like do it however it works for you and not how I want it to work for you, if that makes sense. Um, so go to that, then come here. Um, and when you have like that list of goals, so you have the list of goals, and they might be five, they might be 20, they might be 50. Let's just narrow it down to like three or maximum five, okay? Your top goals. And the top goals doesn't mean so for example, if you want an apartment, it's like you want an apartment, but you want also freedom, or you want an apartment or you want a dog. That's your dream job, your dream goal to have a dog, but you can have a dog in your apartment, so it's kind of like combining them to like much bigger goals, but that doesn't mean that's your purpose, if that makes sense. Okay, so first of all, write those all down, right? Or your goals. I want to accomplish this, and this, etc. And then kind of like combine them into like bigger goals. Like I mentioned before, like if you want a permit, but you want a dog and you want to buy the plants that you love, then go do that and like combine those smaller goals, I guess, into one bigger, more solid goal. Okay. When you have that, then you ask your question, why? Why do I want an apartment with plants with a dog? Why? Because I like them. No, that's like not good enough. Um, so you're like, okay, why do I want that? Because I like freedom, or I like to have my own stuff. Why do you want your own stuff? So try to dig a little bit deeper. And then you will find a word or a couple of words, meaning like I feel like in the last couple of videos I said it, I'm gonna repeat it again, that this 2023, my goal is to have peace and freedom. I literally bought this little cute thing from the dollar store and it says peace. Like, what? So cute. But it's also, apart from being cute, it's also a daily reminder, like that is your goal. Your goal is to find peace, whatever peace means to you, you know? And that's just for me, my purpose in general for this 2023. Okay. So going back to on having that bigger goals, right? And then understanding and the reason why, and then you're having your purpose. And then you that those words, for example, like for me, freedom and peace are the two big main ones that I want for 2023. Those two are kind of like my purpose, but not technically. It's kind of like a step between goals in the bottom right, purpose on top, and then those kind of like middle grounds. Okay, it's a little bit higher than your regular goals because you got it to the reason why, very, very deep reason why. And ask why as many times as you want. Write it down in your journal, write it down on your notebook. As always, you should bring your notebook and a pen or pencil or color pencil, whatever you want to call it. Um, do that. When you come here, thank you. And so when you have those words down, just a couple of words, one or two, maximum three. I don't want you to go all crazy. If it's two, better. Like I said, it's kind of like the combo of peace and freedom. It's not purely freedom and it's not purely peace. Okay. So you can like mix and match into that. Okay. The other thing is when you have those words, you're like, okay, cool, Diana, I have those words. Now what? What you're gonna do is actually write down why do you want peace and why do you want freedom? And actually answer that. But be specific in the sense of like, I want peace because I like to feel peace every day of every single day of my life. That's what I want. How are you going to get that? Having this, and this. And those are those smaller pillars that I was talking to you about. Okay. So it's very important too because we're kind of like I say actions and then goals, dreams, the words. I don't know how to call them. Like I'm just gonna call them words because I don't know the other columns. And then the big one is the purpose. Okay. So why do you want peace? Why do you want freedom? Why do you want tranquility in your life? Why? Because I cannot resist this life. It's chaos. I want tranquility. Cool. Why? You know, and on actually understand. For example, I feel like one of another things that happened was that I noticed it was also service. I like serving people. That's kind of like one of my I'm not gonna call it habits. They're my skills that I normally naturally have. You know, some people have skills to like talk in camera, some other people like to not talk in camera. I like to write preferably. Everybody is kind of like unique in that way. And I'm not going into tangent here, but this is a very key component because it's also looking at those habits. No, I don't know why I'm calling them habits. Of those skills that you have, not Pepito, not your boss, not your resume says because you have this, and this skills. It's not skills in the sense of like I know Photoshop, I know this, I know that. It's the skills that naturally come to you naturally. So look at those skills and actually also analyze those skills. Like, yeah, I'm really good, at talking. Maybe your purpose is to talk. Talk about what? You're married to like Tana. Okay, cool. If I'm good at talking about what? What is kind of like that theme? Like I was talking about those words, for example, peace and freedom. Why do you want to talk about peace and freedom? Because that's why you want to reach those goals, right? But you also have to understand that that's kind of like your bigger purpose. Your bigger purpose may be to serve people. Serve in the sense of like talking, like right now I'm doing with the video, or sometimes is just helping a friend, So I feel like if you Google not what is my purpose, but in the sense of like words of purposes or something like that it's called. Um there's kind of like a whole list of like words that kind of like are your purpose. And this, like I said, this can be like peace and freedom. This can be like service, like I said before. This can be like spirituality. You have to connect a little bit more. This can be a lot of things. So I feel like it is important to first of all know what your peace and freedom mean to you, not to whatever I say. It's what means to you. What does peace mean to me? Having this and this and this. And that also is going to motivate you to actually pursue those dreams and purposes. So that's kind of a very strange tutorial ish of purposes. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. I feel like it was a little bit confusing, but I might do another one. If you want a little bit more explanation, let me know in the comments down below and I can explain a little bit further. Um, but just to recap, you have your basic actions that you're doing daily. Then you have your like goals. Your like weekly goals, whatever, monthly goals, whatever your goals are, okay? Then you have your yearly goals, and then you have those words that I was talking about. Peace and freedom, that's per me. That's how you get reason over there. And then you have your purpose. In your purpose, there's a bunch of words of purposes that you can find on Google, and then you're like, maybe it's this. But then you need to do all the things that I was saying earlier, those exercises, so you can actually understand when you see that word or when you see those words, when you Google's purposes, then you can actually resonate it, not just like, oh yeah, I think I'm service, but I'm not really good at talking. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay. Thank you guys for watching. This is very short. Also, I wanted to talk about news. Some Diana focus on now news. And is that we have a community of amazing dreamers like yourself that really want to get that ball going, actually taking action, actually doing the inner work, like I mentioned a lot of times. That it's not just taking action, but it's also doing the inner work. They have to combine those two. I also have my mentoring, but for this purpose is that I have a community in Spanish that it's in WhatsApp. It's totally free. The link is down below on the comments down below. And I actually give you like some affirmations to do, and then also like what I can help you with. You can just write it down like, hey Diana, I need help with this or that or whatever it might be. And I'm gladly to help you guys, okay? And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. There's gonna be video every Monday or Tuesday. I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. And if you watch until the end, thank you so much. And I will see you on my next video. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bye.